हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द मैकपॉड एंड मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट वसुधा एंड टुडे वी विल बी टॉकिंग टू प्रोफेसर डुओ here at UPES. I welcome Dr. Ajit and Dr. Vijaya to my podcast and thank you so much sir and ma'am for coming to my podcast. Would you like to give an introduction to the viewers?
Madam, why don't you go first?
Okay, so I'm Dr. Vijaya, and I am a assistant professor in UPS, and I teach finance and accounting.
I'm Dr. Ajit Yadav. I've been in UPS for more than 2 years now. I'm working as assistant professor here, and my area of expertise again is finance and accounting. Thank you.
How did you landed in UPS? You both landed in UPS and like what are the challenges you faced?
Okay. Before coming to UPS, we both first enrolled our PhD in Banaras from Banaras Hindu University Institute of Management Studies. So after doing our PhDs, we submitting our PhDs. I was working somewhere, but then after just completion of our PhD, we had applied in UPS, right? Then after applying in UPS, we luckily we both got selected, and that's how we landed in UPS. And
Okay.
as far as your challenges during PhD, post PhD here, if you talk about, see, life of a PhD scholar is like a boat, like a boat in sea, right? So there will be ups, there are many ups and there are many downs. So similarly in our lives while doing PhD, again there were many ups and downs as well. We also faced that tough times of covid
Yes,
COVID
sir, yes,
19.
sir.
But yes, things turned out well, and we completed our PhDs. And after doing our PhD, and then we are here into UPS.
So, ma'am, what about your challenges?
So, as sir said, like we applied for UPS together. We were PhD scholars in Banaras Hindu University, and then luckily, we were basically appointed in UPS together. So, yes, I feel blessed about and. Yes, for challenges, like of course, as a PhD scholars, there are challenges regarding your entire PhD life, concerning your PhD life, and then your thesis, and then also during PhD, people like we had our daughter, so we had like our own family life to also to look after. So yes, there are certain challenges, but yes, and that's how life is.
And to add up to what Madam said just now, yes, we had our daughter in the phase of our PhD. At the same time, the ups and downs which I was talking about, because I don't know if you know it or not, for the getting PhD degree, there are criteria that we have to get our papers published.
Correct.
Okay.
Papers published. So the happiness of paper being accepted and the sorrowness or
Paper being
the
rejected,
sadness
correct.
of paper being rejected is another level. It is very difficult to explain here right now. So this is what you go through when you are doing PhD. It is very difficult because the paper is the you can say one or the only criteria while doing your PhD, that what was your success.
Okay.
Your success is measured how good your PhD was in terms of your research papers published during that tenure.
Okay.
So that was one of the very important challenges that we faced, and thankfully again we managed to get our papers published in reputed journals. And I think yes, definitely that would be one additional point which I would like to add as far as challenges are concerned. All other courses, it is
There's a
time
timeline,
bound.
correct? There's a
There is a
timeline.
time bound. If you are doing MBA, it is for 2 years. If you are doing UG, it is of 3 years. But there is no timeline or time bound course. The PhD is not a time bound course.
Okay.
So you can submit your PhD in 3 years also, and it might take even 8 years also to finish your PhD. It all depends upon how early you are able
It
to
depends upon you and the supervisor.
how early you are able to get your
Okay.
papers published. At the same time, what is the equation between you and your supervisor?
Okay.
So while doing PhD again, though it is not official, but still I'm saying it on PhD is also dependent upon. You can say it is a dependent function on your papers published, your conferences attended, or book chapters published, FDPs attended, workshops or seminars attended.
And
These all are,
supervisor's agreement.
and last,
Okay.
and last, your equation with your supervisor. So if we talk about PhD is a dependent function, so these were independent variables which I was just talking about.
Okay.
So if PhD is X is equal to all these independent variables, so it is dependent upon so many factors. And if we talk about miscellaneous factor, so miscellaneous factor, because uh, if you are doing PhD, it means most of them have family. In our case, we definitely had our family. So we at this while doing our PhD, we have to also take care of our families.
Correct.
So
Luckily, we
the
were JRF,
so
so
the best point was we were financially supported by UGC because we both were a senior research fellow and we both qualified UGC net. So there was financial support from UGC. So that is why the process became smoother of doing PhD
Okay.
because of this assistance.
That's a very great initiative from the UGC.
UGC. And I'm sorry if I have extended my answer.
No, no, sir. That's. I think my parents will be very happy to see you both like being interested so much. Being a woman and also a mother and also a professor at the same time, how do you manage your work-life balance? Like, work-life balance is a myth or it's true that we can balance both?
well, to be honest, work-life balance. I thank UPS for the great HR culture they have. I think work-life balance. If I would talk about other institutions, I think it is very difficult to manage. But then for me, it is very easy because the HR policies are such that it is easy for any individual to sail through. So I tell you that we are supposed to complete our 40 hours in a week. So and which is minimum 4 hours a day. So you know it is so easy to sail through this. And then for challenges that I face, yes, I have to take care of the family, I have to take care of the kid that I have, and yes, but then I'm also blessed that every day I get to come with the one of my family member
Yes.
to UPS, and then so this is one of the biggest blessing that I feel I have here.
Okay, sir. So your work-life balance?
Again, I would like to add upon the point what ma'am just said. First of all, thankful to UPS for their such a employee-friendly HR policies
Correct.
and flexible working hours, so that it becomes easier for any individual and that they can manage their family as well as their, we can say they can maintain an equilibrium between their personal life as well as their professional life. And the challenges, I would say how I manage. Rest of the things are managed because of her, because of madam, because we both come together, and thankfully we have our kids' grand parents. They also
Like a
play a
biggest
very
role.
vital role, because if they are not there at the home to take care of our kid, then it would have been very difficult for us to be working together here, or to be coming together here for the same time slot. So they also play a vital role in managing our day to day life, right? And I think yes, that is how things are managed. And if
Okay.
madam is already there, so things also become easier for me as well.
Family also plays a very big
Yes,
role
yes.
in our work-life
Yes, yes,
balance,
yes.
and having support from your family.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
very
definitely it is very important to have.
आपकी PhD को कितना टाइम हो गया है? Like,
I think we submitted in August 2023,
okay.
and ma'am I think
I
submitted
submitted
in
in the month of May 2023.
18th May 2023. I submitted on 29th of August 2023.
Okay,
Hmm.
so like आपकी PhD का tenure क्या था मतलब? Like,
Uh,
So
I
I'm 1 year senior to him.
okay.
In
she
PhD.
she joined in December 2017. I joined in December 2018. In the She took one extra year, even though she is 1 year senior to me, just because
I was
she
a
had to take maternity break in that. That is
Okay.
why our daughter was born in 2022. So
Okay.
it took one extra year for her to complete her submit her PhD. And if you are talking about the suggestions that we can give as an assistant professor or as a research scholars, what the current research scholars should do, there are various softwares which even help to write papers, help in writing the thesis. But at the same time, it has become even difficult now. What has become difficult, because even though you can take assistance from these softwares to get your job done, but at
Okay.
the same time there are softwares who can detect whether the content has been written from the AI
Use
softwares
of
or
AI.
use of AI. So it is
Yes.
very difficult now. And the current scholars, they should also focus on quality work. Quality. First of all, I would like to say, before quality work they should have that proper knowledge of their domain. How they can acquire the knowledge of their domain? By attending the good faculty development program, you can say FDPs or workshops. There are many good freelancers or consultants who are providing good hands-on training to the exposure to various softwares which are required for the data analysis.
Okay.
Because now there are certain softwares which our previous scholars have been using, which have now become, we can say now they have reached to the saturation level.
Okay.
So the mandate today or need of the hour today is softwares that you are using to analyze your results. How is it different? How can it? What is the novelty aspect? How can it help you to get the publication fast? Because getting publication again becomes very difficult task if you do not have any novelty.
Yes, sir.
Novelty has to be there. So just sum up: good conferences, good workshops, methodology has to be strong, fundamental has to be strong, have mastery over the concept or the domain in which they are pursuing the PhD. If you are doing a PhD topic on X topic, then if you are presenting that X topic in front of your panel, then you must feel like I am the only person in this room who knows about this topic X the most,
Knows everything
everything
about
about this topic X, and nobody knows about this topic more than me.
Yes.
That has to be the confidence level for the research scholars.
Okay. The main thing is that when you are doing a PhD, the main focus should be you know
Everything about your concept. There has to be conceptual clarity.
Yes.
The conceptual clarity and conceptual background, that has to be your theoretical background. What are the theories that you're using? You have to be thorough with all those concepts and theories that are used in your thesis. That is very important thing. Apart from knowing the softwares, knowing the tools, how are you how are you going to proceed about your analysis? That is the
Okay.
thing. And madam would also, I think ma'am will also tell, being an expert,
Yes, sir.
she would also try to touch upon the points which I have not
See,
touched.
I think there are two problems to it. First of all, when you do your PhD, I think you focus on only one and the only one topic or only one concept that defines maybe next 4 to 5 years of your life.
Yes, yes.
So now, what happens that so first of all, you have to be master of that particular subject. No questions asked. That particular topic should be like foremost important topic in your life forever, and you should be a master of it. Second, I think then it creates a problem also because which I face. So my topic was basically focused on crowdfunding. So to be honest, I studied crowdfunding through various aspects for maybe 5 years. Now, when I had to come for my job, I had to join job. So it took me maybe 6 months to revise other topics which I'm good at, but then I still need a revision.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, ma'am, sir.
it is more like when you do your PhD, you are focused on only one and single topic and leaving everything apart.
All your subject knowledge is left out.
Yes.
So
So
all
it
your
is
subject knowledge is left out. That creates problem. And then second part that I feel is that while doing my PhD, I ensured that whatever tools and techniques I used were applied by me. So all the methodology that I had applied, all the software that I applied, it was applied by me. Once you do it yourself, you will know the problems, you will know the nitty gritty involved in using a particular software and a tool, and you will also know the concepts. So I think doing it yourself is more important than getting it done.
yes, because then only you get the nuances of that topic in detail. Otherwise it becomes so, making that balance between your PhD topic and all the subject, because at the end of the day the research scholar is going to become a professor, right?
Professor.
So he or she has to
But then
maintain
that is
that
not
balance.
important. There are people who go for research analyst
No,
also,
matlab
right?
most of the time,
Mostly.
at least we can say at least 80 to 85% of research scholars,
Yes,
they
sir.
go
Correct.
for this teaching job, right? So they have to make a their, that equilibrium or that balance between their regular subjects.
We'll talk more in the next episode. So until then, stay tuned.